Today, I'm going to be sharing how I invested £60,000 payout I received from an insurance company. Of course, there's a backstory to this. How did I get that money? So back in 2020, I was involved in a road traffic accident. I was not responsible. And because of this, the insurer of the other party had to settle the cost of the trauma that was um, that resulted from such a major accident. So by 2023, I was paid £60,000 as settlement. But what's important was, how did I use the £60,000? £60,000. What did I do with that money? Has it made any difference to me? So what I did was to add more money, look for another £12,000. I bought a flat. Now the flat I bought costed me £72,000. Now that flat started generating an income of £800 each month. Remember, I bought the flat outright, meaning all the income I generated from that flat was going to me directly. There was no mortgage. But I then quickly realized that it wasn't tax efficient. I cannot own that flat and be generating that kind of income, because at the end of the day, as an high rate taxpayer, most of that money will be going out and paid as tax. So very quickly, something had to be done. So the alternative was to actually buy the flat as a limited company. So first thing I did was to register my company, open a business bank account, and then all I then needed to do was to sell that flat to my own company. Hi guys, thank you for watching this video. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and also like the video. Now, when you subscribe, it will help you receive notification when I release more videos. My plan is to release more of such appealing and interesting videos. Now, and that way, these videos will be able to reach more people that need this information. Thank you for watching. So, and that was exactly what I did. I sold the flat to my company. Now, I sold the flat to my company for £72,000. Now, after doing that, then an opportunity arose. Then, so now the flat is now owned by my company, which is a limited company. So the opportunity that arose was that, okay, I can now remove equity from that same flat. So knowing that lenders out there can give limited companies mortgages, I then took out a 80% mortgage from that flat, and then that money that was taken out from the flat was then used to buy 3 additional properties. 3 additional flats. Now, meaning the company, the limited company, now have 4 flats or properties in total. Bear in mind, there is still a tax liability, a tax responsibility for the company. But this time around, the taxes for limited company are about 19 to 20%. So way better than paying 40% tax as an individual owning a property. So now the limited company now owns about 4 properties. Now each of those properties generates about £850 each on 2 flats, and another £795,000, sorry, £795 on 2 more flats. So 850, 850, 795, and 795. So each of those flats are now generating income for the company. Now, another aspect was the cost of those flats or properties. So the first one, which was what I sold to the company, is £72,000. Then I bought another one for £55,000, another one for £70,000, and the very last one for £70,000. So this was how I spent the £60,000 payout I was given. But I think what is more important is to know what to do with this sort of funds immediately before you get them, rather. So knowing what to do, I think, is what has helped me to actually um, be smart about where to invest this money. So that's something you need to think about. Where, what are your investment plans even before those monies arrive? Thank you.